So you mentioned Dalio. That's an interesting one. I got a tremendous amount of respect for him. I obviously don't know how his model right down to the, like, you have your models, we have our predictive tracking algorithms. I don't have his. But I think it was late January. He was saying something along the lines of, like, if you're in cash, you're a certified idiot. Cash, and now, a couple weeks later, not even really a month later, he's gone to the side. I think.
Hey, I'm sorry. Ray Dalio is now a grazer.
Right.
He's not paying attention.
Yeah.
He's retired. I mean, I call him up to try to raise his ire or whatever. He doesn't answer the phone. He's not there. He's making shows. When FX Concepts in 2011 was the last time I managed money, like January, February 2011, because 2010 was a really good year and I was getting old and I wanted to pass it on, yada, yada, yada. And I went on television and I was part of the PR machine or whatever for FX Concepts, but I was a grazer. I was no longer the guy who was, saying, I'm bolted to the chair and goddamn every day I've got to perform.
I can't get out of the chair, man. It's
That's
so
right. And so, but when you're not bolted to the chair, it's different.
Yeah.
Right. And even though I'm writing a letter right now, I'm still more of a grazer than I'm thinking of wanting to start a fund. Mm-hmm. But on the other hand, I'm not going to go through the hassle of hiring 60 people and trying to round up $1 to $2 billion because I'm too old and nobody will give me the money. But on the other hand, you need to have this brought in front of you every day that, oh shit, this isn't worked right, the cycle is turning down, and Ray was just wrong. He was 2 weeks behind or something, right? It looked like you should have been in cash maybe over Christmas because nobody knew what was going on. But by the time you got to, say, the 6th of January, it was crystal clear, you were going down, right? And the question only was, how fast?
Well, it's amazing when you say that because, I think it's crystal clear if you're looking at the market, the actual market, rates, currencies, commodities, et cetera. Right. As opposed to the damn Dow and points. When people talk about the market, the bond market had been signaling this for quite some time. And you can, in particular, the currency market, once you got into the back part of January, when Ray said that, I was like, wow. Because, again, this isn't about and I think people like to get off on people insulting people or whatever. It's just, if you're a grazer, you're a grazer. It doesn't mean that you weren't good at what you did before. This is a hard job. You got to be deliberately studying it every single day, as you know. Now I'm the one with 60 people, and I'm going to get old, stressing myself out about them. But I have no time in the day to take a minute off, really. No. And I think that's kind of part of it, isn't it?
Yeah, you can't take that minute off. And in fact, in all fairness, when I was managing and then I get on a plane and go to Europe, by the time I get on the ground in Europe and get settled out, I say, oh shit, I missed 12 hours, I missed 15 hours, I'm kind of confused, right? And then I have to get back in line with it. And yet at the same time, I turn around and say, well, look, what kind of cycles do I like? I really like 8 months, 34, 35 weeks. Well, hey, you were on a plane for 10 hours and you're worried about a 34-week cycle? Right. Yeah. Well, not really, but but I can kind of tell as to whether it's turning or how it's acting.
Well, right? I think that's absolutely true. It's just, are you going to run a $14 billion hedge fund and charge the fees that are appropriate to trade literally every hour of every day?
Right.
Or are you going to just get the cycle right over time? It's two different jobs. Yeah. It's not like people shouldn't be offended by this. Yeah. But there are people that I have a tremendous amount of respect for, fully loaded with Stan Druckenmiller, and I put them right at the top of the list, Ray Dalio, that at the precise and, like I would say, like Mandelbrot would say, it's not about the averages, it's about the particular. It's about the particular moment, and particular moments through the end of January, throughout February. The complacency built into the U.S. equity market, particularly implied vol discounts, as far as the eye could see, this move in Tesla, that I was like, holy shit, some of these guys are long at the wrong time.